The majority of your website visitors will never ever turn into an inbound lead or customer. So, what can you do about it? Hey, I'm Sam Dunning, co owner over at webchoiceuk.com and host of the Top 100 Marketing Podcast Business Growth Show. If you haven't yet, check out our weekly email where we share actionable marketing tips, useful podcasts, free guides, bonus resources, much more. Every Monday to start your week off with a bang. Sign up today over at businessgrowth.email. According to WordStream, a good website conversion rate is between 2 and 5%. This means a whopping 95% or more of the visitors you get to your website will never ever convert into a sale or an inbound lead. And if you're marketing your website, if you're spending your hard-earned cash or time on doing things like SEO, Google ads, maybe Facebook ads, email marketing, social media marketing, all that other good stuff, it means a massive chunk of those visitors will never turn into an inquiry. I'm going to share what you can do to up those conversion numbers and turn more visits into revenue. The first thing you can do is you can set up some kind of lead magnet on your website. So a lead magnet is typically an exchange whereby the visitor will share usually their name, an email address, maybe a few more details in exchange for a valuable item. So this could be anything from a guide. So you might have a really useful guide like the top 10 tips to achieve X or 5 best ways to achieve Y that are really useful, helpful, informative pieces of content that people can download a guide and they'll share their email. Perhaps you've got a video series. So you've got kind of 10 top strategies to do A or step-by-step process to do B, something really useful. So someone shares their email and they get a video guide. So something basically where the customer or the prospect rather exchanges their email address. And in return, you give them a useful piece of content. And that way they've not left your website without giving you some kind of details, and you can add them to your email list. The second thing you can do is have useful resources on your website. So perhaps you've got a resources tab or a knowledge base hub tab or something similar. Maybe that's a drop-down menu on your site, and maybe it's got blog articles, maybe it's got video guides, maybe it's got podcasts, and a bunch of other helpful tips, resources, educational sections on your site, ranging from articles, videos, podcasts, and much more that are ungated. They don't require an email address. So it's more of a long-term play. So whereby customers can educate themselves on your sector, learn about the how-tos. It's also going to help your SEO, because if people are searching for certain ideas like how to do X or best way to do Y or how to compare A against B, it means your website can rank for that with the useful content or article. And it also means that long term, it's going to give people more affinity to your brand because you are the one that educated them, that helped them, that was a knowledgeable, helpful resource. So when they do need your service, they're more likely to come back to you. And next up, we have webinars. So especially since the pandemic, these have been huge with the rise of virtual marketing, virtual selling, less face-to-face. Webinars have been a massive hit. So what you can do is produce really educational content, whether that is live webinars or recorded webinars, whereby you're putting something that your customers, your prospects are going to be interested in. So perhaps it's covering common questions around your industry that you get asked each and every day, and you've decided to summarize it in a 40-minute or 1-hour webinar, and you're going to cover off the best, the most juiciest questions that prospects want to know about. And in return, you ask for an email address. So much like a lead magnet, you can get their name, perhaps an email, and then start remarketing to them, signing them up to your email list, sending them useful guides, and prompting them over time to get in touch with you. At number 4, we have retargeting. So this is something that's massively forgotten by businesses because a lot of us are spending either our own time or our money. Perhaps you're spending money on Google ads. So when someone's searching for your product, your offering, your service, you come up top in the ads on Google and they click through onto your site. Maybe you're doing SEO, so you come up top on Google in the organic search. Maybe, like we talked about earlier, doing email marketing, social media marketing. So you're spending this time and money driving people to your site. But what if they don't convert straight away? This is where remarketing kicks in. So you can do this via Facebook. You can remarket to your website traffic. You can do it through LinkedIn ads, remarketing there. You can remarket on Google. And what you can do is share things like case studies, testimonials, customer stories, transformations, to build trust. So when people see these remarketing ads on whatever channels you put them on, then over time, it's a reminder of your company. It's sharing useful tips. So when they are ready, they can click the ad and then come back to your website so you don't lose them, and then give you a chance to get that demo request or get that lead or get that inquiry or sale. So you need to make sure, depending on what channel you want to remarket to, you install the relevant pixel, whether that's the Facebook pixel, the LinkedIn retargeting pixel, or the Google Ads pixel. So then you can remarket on those channels. So if you don't get the conversion straight away, you can get those ads in front of people over time, delivering that value, delivering that useful educational insights. So when they're ready, they'll get back in touch with you. And the fifth and final point is to make it as clear as possible on what people actually get from your offering or the problem that you solve. So as soon as someone lands on your website homepage, right in the top banner, the top hero area, your value proposition, your headline shares exactly what you do, how it helps your customers, and guides them to get in touch. So maybe you lead with the problem you fix that most people come to you with, or you lead with the benefits that you bring to people, or you even compare what many companies in your industry do poorly and how you're different. And then from there, having clear and compelling call to actions and having them consistently on your site. So perhaps in your top menu navigation area, you've got your book a demo in the top right corner, and maybe you've got a click to call as well. And likewise on your mobile view, you've got the clear call to action so people can easily call you or book that demo. And as people scroll down through your information pages, you've got the same consistent call to actions, making it really easy. No matter what part of your site someone's on, they can see that section, they can see that call to action to book your tailored demo or book my strategy call, so they don't have to waste calories, burn time, clicking all the way through your navigation to find your contact page, no matter what section of your site, what piece of content they're consuming, or what page they're on. There's clear call to actions to either email, call, perhaps you've got a chat bot, or just clicking that option to book the demo or book the call. So essentially, making your website nice and clear, nice and organized, and making it as simple as possible for prospects to get the job done and speak to your sales team. And there you have it. I hope these quick tips on how you can encourage more conversions and, most importantly, more sales leads and revenue to your team from your website has been of use. As always, if you enjoyed today's episode, a quick rating on your podcast channel is very much appreciated. Or if you're on YouTube, a quick subscribe I'd be very thankful for. And with that, I should catch you on the next one. Cheers.